How's it going, guys? Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here. It is day 2 of a multi-day ride that we're doing in central Idaho in the Sawtooth Mountain Range. And yesterday I was riding the 150. Today I'm riding the 250 XC. This is 2017. This is my favorite bike of the year. I've just loved this thing like a fat kid loves cake. Apologize for the rude reference, but this bike is just freaking killer. It is unbelievable. The 300s are just as unbelievable for different reasons. This bike is just a magic bike. And it's funny because it's got a lot more power than the 150. Like a lot more. And the 150 is fun. This sucker is a blast. I mean, it's so hard to say which bike is better. I have more fun on this bike, but the 150 forces you to act, be a better rider. So there is that. But this sucker, it is a ball to ride. And there's less vibration on this thing than there is in that 150. So we got pretty dusty conditions. So I'm hanging back. I've got Scott up in front of me. Tyler and Sam are behind me. I have to space out a bit here because we're doing like a 90-mile loop today and gonna eat a lot of dust. So we're just on the first couple of miles of like a 90-mile ride, packing a little bit extra gas. I've got a vest on, a Climb vest, pretty sweet. It's the Climb Arsenal vest, and it's sweet. I'm also wearing, I'm also wearing some Climb gear today. You might be able to see the gloves. This is from the new XC Light series that they have, and I like it so far. I mean, I've only got 10 minutes wearing it, but it's good so far. Very breathable, and I think it's going to be hot today, so this is why I wore the XC Light gear. You okay? Yeah. Had some pretty big logs in this trail. None of the ones since I started the camera.
So I had 2 different packs on this trip in the trailer, and I had decided at the last minute to take this vest. Well, I'd forgotten to put more GoPro batteries in the pack, and so I only had 1 GoPro battery for this whole day, and we were going to do a 90-mile loop. So I was very careful about which things I was going to record, and it's too bad because we had a bunch of big logs that we had kind of crossed over that you didn't get to see, and then all this deadfall just turned into like it got too bad. Up here in front, Tyler's up in front of me on his 2018 300XC, and we ended up getting up to a really cool kind of off-camber hill climb, and that's where Scott punched the hole through his airbox with that log. That little stick, and so we ended up turning around and then heading back to the truck and doing a different loop. So although we were planning on doing a 100-mile loop this day, we ended up kind of breaking it into 3 different smaller loops, and we rode a ton, but it just wasn't the massive loop away from the truck that we thought we were going to do. So we kind of had to modify our plan. But the thing that I loved about this day of riding this bike was I just fell back in love with this freaking 250 XC. I cannot tell you guys how amazing this bike is. And when you ride all day before the 150 XCW is fine, but it doesn't speak to my soul. I don't like riding the 150 nearly as much as I love riding this thing. It's just, this bike has all the perfect power in the perfect places. Same thing with the 300s, and they're just there's just such a blast to ride.
This is freaking steep, guys. Off the left-hand side here. That is so steep.